Maryland. It's Tea with Tamara.
Care Bear Stare.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's been so long since I actually logged into both Insta stories, like an Insta Live and a Facebook Live at the same time. So I'm super jacked to be able to talk to everybody all at one time. I'm also really excited because I'm in my new house, in my new space, which is like the ultimate in happiness and joy for me. I'm holding some selenite. And I'm celebrating, you guys. I am celebrating being in this new space, this new house. It is everything that we had ordered from the universe. And like literally just moving in here feels lighter. It feels like I've just plugged into an energetic socket. So that's either going to be good or bad for you, depending on how you look at it. Even more high vibe Tamara. What? Just saying, getting a little cray-cray up in here. But I wanted to talk to something really, really important that I don't think a lot of people are talking about these days. And I think it is essential that this conversation is had. And I'm going to take it to another level. Because the truth of the matter is that everybody in business talks about the business funnel, right? Like everybody talks about a business funnel. You need to get your lead gen. And then from the lead gen, you start the conversation. From the conversation, it leads to, a sale. And then if they don't sell, it's another conversation. There's like this whole business funnel going on. Yet nobody seems to be talking about the one thing that's going to impact a business funnel more than anything else in the entire world. And that is your personal energy funnel. Now, what is an energy funnel, right? You're probably like, that's nice, Tamara. The energy funnel. The energy funnel is, okay, let's just straight up say it like it is, you guys. You guys all know that I'm Chakra Girl and I work in the level of the energetic floors of your human body. Now, I don't know if you know that the human body has been my personal study since I was in my early 20s. So it's not like I'm just jumping on this energy train and going like, choo choo, look, I just became a conductor recently. That's not true. I have almost 20 years experience working with the human body. Not only was I a personal trainer for a decade, I taught people the ins and outs of becoming a personal trainer. I certified people. I, have worked in nutrition and health my entire life. So going from the physical body to the nutritional body to the energetic body is just a natural flow and progression because we need all parts of this in order to have a fully functioning human vessel. Period, exclamation mark. Like, come on, we only get this model for this duration of time that we are here on this earth. So really learning to live into it at the highest vibration that we possibly can is the most important part. Now, what a lot of people don't talk about, and I think this is super, super important, is that we are almost like capable as humans. Think of yourself as like a hard drive for a second, right? And from the time that you're born, you have people, parents, teachers, friends, pretty much pre-programming you. They're like depositing the USB chip and saying, upload here. This is what we want you to be functioning under or believing over this time. So we are literally running on somebody else's programming for most of our life. Hi, Melissa. Hi, guys. And again, please let me know where you are. Please let me know because I just get talking and I go on tangents. So feel free to ask questions or engage or those kinds of things, right? And now another thing that nobody talks about is that, there's been so much, and I think mindset is key. Don't get me wrong. I'm a mindset junkie. I think that the way we think and the way we, program our thoughts is essential. However, not everybody is talking about the fact that we carry emotion, experience, feeling, all sorts of different energy on all 7 floors of our chakras. And if we are not becoming aware, at least aware of this one thing, then what's going to happen as we launch new businesses, as we write new books, as we create a podcast, as we, brand ourselves to go out into this world, we are still running under that USB, that pre-programmed chip, Ramses. And so we are not able to actually move ourselves forward at the level in which we are wanting to, because we have zero understanding of what's going on in our physical house, our physical body, because we think we can outthink any issue that we're having. But that doesn't change the fact that here in this moment, in this time, when something is occurring in your physical now, like your moment right now, and it is absolutely 100% like triggering something from a previous experience that you have already had, you will not stay in the fucking present moment. You will automatically shift back into the time in which that experience occurred. So if you're looking at any trauma, any, conversation, somebody did something to you, stole from you, like could be any level, bad relationships, breakups, you name it, something in your current moment, like if your current husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is, says something to you that sounds exactly like the person who you used to date, literally you will go back and live through that experience again, and you're going to live through it in the present moment. It heightens every single experience that you're having. And it is essential that you have at least the awareness that this is going on. Because if you don't have the awareness that this is going on, you're not going to understand why everything affects you so greatly. Like, I don't understand why I feel this way. It's not like they did something terrible. Like, my partner only wanted to, they forgot to take the garbage out. But your ex didn't take the garbage out for, ever. And that led to a whole bunch of other side effects that occurred. And you just didn't feel loved and appreciated. And now you're going to carry that into your current relationship because of that. So I'm just telling you guys straight up, the chakras have been around, let's just say that, for hundreds and thousands of years. It's not even like it's a new formula. But what it is nobody's talking about the fact that if you can have the awareness through the energy funnel, from learning your internal space, from learning what's going on in the 7 floors of your personal energetic body, even when you think about doing a business funnel, even when you think about hiring the next coach or doing something in the future, if you don't know the level in which you need to service your own body, like, you're pretty much just throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're like, oh, I'm going to hire a speaking coach, which are amazing. Speaking coaches are the bomb. But if your throat chakra is wide open and you have the capacity to do the speaking and create the speech on your own, and yet you're never going to be able to get on the stage because you're holding on to the belief that you are not deserving and worthy of success, which comes from your solar plexus, it doesn't matter how many speaking coaches you hire. You will not be able to get on the stage successfully so long as you are carrying the belief that somebody put a USB chip in when you were growing up that said you are not deserving and worthy, you are not seen and heard. And therefore, you can see how you can be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on figuring out a problem that isn't the problem. So I want you to become aware, and I just want to have this conversation. And what really juices me up is science. I don't know if you guys know that, but a human body is nothing but pure science. The energetic body is nothing but pure science. The nutritional body is pure science, right? So there's this beautiful space in which, right, science plays a pivotal role. And so I am so excited because now I just read Becoming Supernatural a few months ago by Joe Dispenza. And literally it is proven now, like there's documentation and research that the chakras, when they're out, they leave the center of your body. They shift into all sorts of different places. And I want you to think about that from the level of flow as well, right? So ultimately the perfect system, so your perfect energy funnel within your physical body is that you receive down from the universe, God, source, spirit, whatever it is, right? And it has a straight, steady stream. Think of a stream traveling down a hill to a pool of water, right? We want that steady stream all the way in our physical body so that we can get to that root chakra where, you know, that beautiful reflection of love light hits the root chakra, and like a mirror, it's reflected back up into the sky as your bat signal. This is how our soul clients find us, because we are so clear and we are so open that we are vibrating at that essence that our, you know, our Superman or Batman bat signals going. Now, if our chakras are way out, if we're living in a world where we're not associated or aware or all sorts of things, they physically move out of the way. Like they are over in all different areas of your physical body. Now imagine the trajectory of that same energetic flow trying to reach where it needs to go, right? Like it's like obstacles, and there's like, if you're looking at a path down a hill and there's rocks and branches and like all these kinds of things, and it's trying to, the flow is trying to like beat down this rock so that it can get its flow. Like that's what's happening in your energy system. So I think that there's needs to be a greater awareness. You're going to be hearing me talking a lot more about this, guys, especially with the book launch that I have coming up of The Blind Leap, which is really about ditching the 9-to-5 for the business of your dreams. And we can't do that without understanding our internal awareness, because I believe with every ounce of my being that this is your internal office space for your business as well. And this is where you're working from. So you kind of need to like make sure this office is where it needs to go. Oh my God, Dina, hi from China. Oh, I freaking love these new technologies that are going on, and we can tap into each other from all over the world. So yeah, you can see I'm a little fired up today about this, but I truly, truly believe that until we have the awareness of what's going on into our internal space on the 7 floors of our internal being, our body, our chakras, we do not know moving forward what our business funnel should be. If you don't have clarity about who you serve, which I call your stardust, if you don't know which chakra is out and how to service it and make sure that you're hiring to service the right one, if you don't have the awareness of what's going on in your internal being, you're going to get to the same point in your business over and over and over again. You're going to go to the events, you're going to like launch the things, and it'll feel like you're banging your head against the wall because you are living into having a computer chip that was, you know, inserted into your being from a young age that is playing the same story that no longer serves your current self, no longer serves the you that is right here, right now, watching this live. So like, please guys, this is my favorite thing to talk about. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am like, you're going to hear a lot more from me about this subject and this matter because, you know, I was too scared to say fuck the business funnel for a while. But now I'm saying fuck the business funnel until you've worked on your energy funnel, because I've been seeing it since like I launched my business. I started in 2016. I took 3 programs, before I had done the internal work on myself enough to actually get into, like, you guys all think that when I started with Angela and my kid is driving me crazy, that I was like, oh, she just appeared out of nowhere. No, I was fucking doing my work for a year. I was doing my internal work to get to a place of creating the flow so that I could step up and be seen. Like, just saying, right? Like, it wasn't like I had done that. I was working for a year, but I was still getting to that place where it didn't. Yes, Dina, I can absolutely still serve you if you're not running a business. 100%. I believe fully and completely that it doesn't matter. As long as you have an awareness of what's going on in your internal space, you're going to be able to receive whatever the universe is bringing you. And people always say, well, what do I get from working with you? You know what? There's a fucking shit ton. Sorry, I'm sweary today. Shit ton of stuff that's coming to you right now that you have no idea because it's not even getting in. It's not getting into your internal funnel. You're not even receiving. Receiving is the first stage of the funnel. Receiving, allowing in, magic. Like compliments, kind words, the things, all of the things. If you're not letting those in, then you're pretty much in a clogged drain right from the beginning. I always think of this as digestion, right? If you're not like secreting the fluid in the stomach, see, this is where I go all sciencey and like body. If you're not, you know, putting hydrochloric acid into your stomach to break down the food in the first phase of digestion, your digestion isn't going to happen. The rest of the digestion, the rest of the whole process doesn't work. It's the same thing for the energy funnel. If you're not even in the level of receiving, if you're not allowing yourself to bring things into your physical body, how are you able to then amplify it, you know, put it out into the world, receive the soul clients and the money that you were supposed to be receiving? Thank you, Stephanie. When I'm fired up, I feel really good today. And I just feel like this is it, guys. This is it. I've been so cautious about what I said. I didn't want to step on any toes talking about the business funnel. And I'm like, I'm done. It's time to go. It's time to get real. It's time to get really real about your space. And I love you guys so much. And I want to be able to stand in this with you and be able to shout it from the rooftops. When you become aware of what's going on in your physical human body, and you can see where the shifts need to happen, and you know what's happening on every floor and how it's presenting to you and how you can clear it and how you can do the next step through that, and you're setting yourself up as your own CEO in your own physical internal office space, it will be limitless what you will be able to achieve. I freaking love you. I almost swore again, but I kind of PG'd it here at the end for some strange reason. But I love you. Again, guys, if you have any questions, if you want to be on the Blind Leap book launch team to get some even bigger information about this kind of stuff, send me a PM. I will add you to the group. It would be super cool to share that experience with you. It comes out June 27th. That's like a month away, 5 weeks away, and book 3. Then I'm going to have one more of these guys on my wall. That is what I'm talking about. Like, can we even talk about the fact that I just wrote 3 books in 3.5 years? Like, who knew? Who knew that was possible? But until I had done the internal work on myself, and I'm constantly doing it, you would have watched me doing it over the last six months, but I'll talk about that in another freaking live. Stinking love you all to the moon and back. Hi, Instagram. I missed you. Facebook. I fucking love you. I love you all so much. Have a magical day.